Hello everybody, my name is Hilal AL-Ghaithi. I'm an environmental engineering student at Sohar University. We are the first batch of the environmental engineering student, so for that reason we had many projects in our semester 1 and semester 2. So for that reason, today we are going to talk about solid waste management. For that reason we did a mini project which we call it waste food composter. The waste food composter is one of the solutions which is used to manage the solid waste management in order to recycle it instead of throw it away. So to understand that problem, let us see that video.
If an apple a day keeps the doctor away, then why does it end up in the bin? Every year in just 6 countries, 5.3 billion apples are thrown away. That's 1 in 6 apples ending up in the garbage. But chucking away that slightly odd-looking apple isn't the end of the story. It begins a cycle of waste that affects not only the environment, but farmers and small-scale producers in what we call the broken food system. And you and I play a larger role than we think. About 1/3 of the world's food is either lost or wasted. In poor countries, food goes to waste due to lack of storage, refrigeration and transportation. In countries like Australia, most of this occurs after we have bought the food. Factors like a busy lifestyle have meant that we don't stop to think about the food we consume or throw away. Australians create food waste that amounts to over $8 billion every year. So other than a big waste of money, what's the problem? Wasted food puts pressure on our environment. Greenhouse gas emissions are created from growing, fertilising, transporting and storing food, but also from rotting food. And what about water? Growing food uses a huge amount of water. Throwing food away is like leaving the tap running. It's a huge waste and is contributing to environmental degradation the world over. So how does this relate to the fact that 1 in 8 people in the world are hungry? The links are more direct than we might imagine. In particular, small-scale farmers who rely on predictable weather are the hardest hit. When extreme weather strikes, these farmers and their families can lose an entire crop, leaving them hungry and without income. As you can see, that rotting apple and a hungry farming family are connected. While it's not a solution to collect all this unwanted food and distribute it equally, by simply cutting back on food waste, we can help ease the pressure on our already broken food system and make tangible steps to a fairer and more sustainable food system. Reducing our food waste is something we can all do to help make the food system fairer for everyone.
In my mini project, I study the effect of the temperature in food waste composter. So there is main 4 things we need to focus in to make the successful food waste composter: green, brown, and aeration along with the moisture content. What's the green? The green is everything that we throw, like vegetable, fruits, what we call it, paper, so it should be in trash. The moisture content is the amount of water present in our composter. What's the brown? The brown is represent the nitrogen content of our composter to make the reaction or organic reaction to happen successfully. And the aeration is introduce the air to our composter to make the sufficient food combustion. So as I told you before that, to have a good result of the composter, you need to make a balance between the green and brown. What's the green and what's the brown? The green material is fruit, tea bags, or some type of the bread. Okay. What's the brown? The brown is the trees, leaves, along with the papers. So as you make the particle smalls, you will get a good result. So in my study, as I told you before that, I did my study on the effect of the temperature. For that reason, I make 2 containers. Each container is 5 liters. So I make some holes on it. Today, I'm going to show you how to do the composter. I will show you the results later on. So what we need a small container. Along with that small container, we are going to mix everything as layers. We will start with a small amount of sand mixed with the fertilizer. We will make it as small layer. Each layer approximately 2 inch. Then we will add our waste like the fruit piece. So we are going to mix it here. Then we will add the bread. Along with that, you can use a tea bag. The tea bag will prevent the smell, or the extra moisture will be absorbed by it. Also, you can use the coffee ground, which will protect the smell. Whenever you make a right balance, you will not have any bad smell. No, you will have a very good smell, which you are going to like it. Now, after we did the sand along with the green material, we are going to add the brown. The brown, you can use paper, small amount of paper, along with the leaves. Then we will cover it with a small amount again, another layer of the sand. Then we will keep it. It will take maybe 1, 2, 3 or 4 weeks maximum. So every day, or not every day, let's say every 2 to 3 days you need to mix it well, because the temperature inside will be increased. Especially our temperature here in the Gulf is quite high. It will reach sometime about around 50 degrees C, so you need to mix it. The temperature inside the composter will reach about maximum 65 to 70 degrees C. So this is our composter. Let's see my results at the end of that video. Thank you for watching.